Hi guys, today I have for you a candle haul. Bit of an odd one, and full disclosure, I didn't buy these candles. I do occasionally get sent kind of other things that aren't kind of beauty slash fashion related, but it's not ever kind of in this volume. For some reason, recently, I've been sent a lot of candles, and so I thought I would show you the ones that I've got. Most of them are ones that I actually chose, so it's kind of relevant for it to be kind of hauled on a channel anyway, but I thought you would be interested to see because some of them I've already tried. So I'm going to start with the one that I chose because I love it, and it's the Yankee Candle in Waikiki melon, and this is amazing. I've had this one already, and I used it up so quickly because I just burned it constantly. I love the smell of it. It's not super sweet. It is sweet, but it's fresh and fruity, but it's nothing like any other kind of fruity scented candle that I've tried. I love this so much. I'm very picky when it comes to candle scents. I don't like the kind of baked goods and the very overly sugary, vanilla-y, synthetic scents, and this is so fresh and so realistic, the actual scent of it. So I love this. I would definitely recommend that you give that one a go. Another Yankee Candle that I have here is this one, and this I do feel, I think this is synthetic-y. It's Juicy Watermelon, and it kind of smells like, you know, when you get like the watermelon lip balms, or if it smells almost identical to, if you guys remember Maybelline Water Shines. They were like a lipstick that were like a glossy finish. They were a little bit sheer, and they were all the rage when I was at school. Maybelline Water Shine smelled exactly like this, and they had a watermelon scent, and it's just a little bit synthetic. And I do find this with Yankee Candles. Sometimes they're really nice, and sometimes they're like just a little bit off, and that doesn't mean that it's not a nice smell. It's a little bit sickly for me, a little bit too sweet, a little bit strawberry, oddly. But someone else might smell this and be like, oh, it smells beautiful, it smells exactly like watermelons. It kind of just depends on how you interpret it, but this is not my favourite one, so that's Juicy Watermelon. I got a couple from Kringle. I'll go through the actual full-sized candles first, the big ones. First of all, the Set Sail, which I haven't actually burned yet. This reminds me so much. I have one from Bath & Body Works called Oceanside, which I burn quite a lot, and that's kind of a fresh, salty sea air kind of smell. And this smells a lot like that to me. It's got that kind of salt water vibe going on, and I get it, you know, Set Sail, it's in the water, so I think it's probably going to be very similar to that. Anything that I can find that's anything like Bath & Body Works candles, I'm always really excited about because we can't get those here in the UK. And the other big Kringle candle I got, I'm massively excited about. This is one that I chose, and I just love this smell so much. Totally different to the Waikiki melon. Get the top off it because I've already been burning this one. This is Cozy Cabin, and it reminds me a lot of the Feu de Bois from Diptyque that everyone raves about, and it's so expensive, and it's supposed to smell like kind of a wood fire in your living room. So people go, oh well, I can't have a real fire in my living room, so I'm gonna have this candle that costs extortionate amount of money and blah blah. It's a really cute candle. I love the Diptyque candles, but I don't know if I could actually part with that kind of cash for something that you are, when people say, you know, I'm burning my money. I know scented candles are expensive, and I think that this one would probably be £20 for the full sized, but there's a lot more to it. The Diptyque ones are really small, and I think it just smells the same. Obviously I've never tried the other one to burn, but kind of smelling it in store, it just has that kind of woody, smoky scent to it that I just love. Cozy Cabin, completely wrong for the season, but I love it so much, and I had a wax melt of it before, and so when they offered to send me some more candles, I was like, I really want the big one of that because I just love it. So completely out of season, but I don't really care. The last actual jar candle that I've got is this one from Flamingo Candles, and if you read my blog, you may remember the last Flamingo candle that I received, really didn't like. The first one was vanilla and black pepper, and that was a lovely smell. That was one that they asked me to choose one, and so obviously I chose one that I thought I was going to like. Very nice, a little bit unique, bit of a kind of mature twist on the regular vanilla scented candle, because at one stage, wasn't there only one kind of scented candle and it was vanilla? I mean, I know that obviously in different countries it was a little bit more popular, but I think in the UK scented candles took a long time to take off, and you could either get like Yankee Candles and there was a limited selection, or you could get a vanilla scented candle from pretty much any retailer. So vanilla candles were kind of like my thing. I loved them, and now I just feel they're a little bit passé and whatever. So that one was really nice. Vanilla and black pepper kind of added a little bit of a nicer twist on something that I knew I had liked in the past. Although, just to know, vanilla anything from Yankee Candle I hate. That's the, again, very synthetic, very, very sweet smell. I hate that. So yeah, very, very picky. But this one is lovely, and this one's called, what is this called? Earl Grey Tea and Cucumber. And talking of expensive brands, there's a Jo Malone fragrance called, is it called Earl Grey and Cucumber? It just might be, and I really, really love it. But you know what it reminds me of? Elizabeth Arden's green tea perfume. I used to love that when I was a kid, and I remember I had a boyfriend when I was a teenager that said it smelled like bleach. It just smelled like bleach to him. And I kind of understand where he's coming from. It was quite a strong scent, and quite a clean, fresh scent. I really, really loved it. And this one from Jo Malone smells almost identical to that, and yet green tea is probably less than £20 a bottle now, and the Jo Malone one is like £40 or something for like a tiny, tiny bottle. So I can't justify buying that because it reminds me so much of it. And this is like the candle of it. Smells, again, just so, so much of it. Unfortunately, there's not a tremendous amount of throw with this candle. I think that they need to make bigger ones because it smells really, really nice, and when you're close to the candle, you get that scent, but it doesn't really travel. So I don't, you know, when you light a candle, you don't smell it straight away. You have to leave the room and come back and it hits you. It doesn't really do that with this candle. So although it's not even a strong scent in the room, it isn't even something that hits you when you walk into it for the first time. So a little bit disappointing, but I love the fragrance of it. I think all the rest of the stuff that I have are wax tarts, and they're ones that I haven't tried yet. Apart from an accessory, candle accessory, which is this. When they offer, this is various, like I say, completely random, various different places sent me these various different candles, so I will link everything below on who sent me what. One of these very generous people asked me kind of which things I would like from the site, and I decided to choose a oil burner or a wax tart burner because I was asking for some wax tarts to try. And I think this is really, really cute. You put the candle in the back like that, but this is the front that you would see. I just think it's really sweet. So I have that, and then I chose some Yankee Candle wax tarts because these are all either fragrances that I really, really like already and I wanted to give to my mum because she will like them, or they're ones that I want to try and I don't want to kind of plump for a massive candle of it if I don't like it. So the first one is Garden Sweet Pea. The next one is French Lavender, which I actually got for my mum. I'm not a big fan of that one, but I think she would like it. I got some really nice sounding summery candles. So I got Citrus Tango, which doesn't smell much of anything through the plastic. Margarita Time, which looks like it's falling apart. It looks like it's made up of tiny, tiny granules. This is a really unusual one. Usually they're quite compacted, whereas this one's kind of crumbling. Margarita Time sounded interesting. Under the Palms, Blissful Autumn, and Red Apple Wreath. Red Apple Wreath is a really nice Christmas scent that I really, really enjoy. And I have a big one of those from last year already, but Blissful Autumn's one of those ones that I don't know if I like it or not, but it's going to be autumn time soon and I feel like I want something to commemorate the occasion, so I thought that would be cute. The other wax tarts that I got were from, because they're Yankee, were from Kringle. And these were ones that were kind of just sent to me because they are the kind of current season scent. So I have Black Sands, oh, Black Sands Daylight. What does that mean? Oh, so they're not all wax melts. Ooh. Oh, okay. So this is kind of like a tea light. Instead it's like a mini candle. I didn't know that. That is a good job that I noticed that. So Black Sands, and I have a little tea lighty thing of that. Pink Grapefruit, which is a wax melt. That smells really, really nice. As does this, Sparkling. And then these ones are also Daylight. So these, not a big fan of the smell of that one. Wild Poppies, very, very floral, which is not really my kind of thing. But Coconut Wood smells amazing. That definitely is right up my street. I kind of like the idea of these ones for the bedroom. You know, like if you wanted to put one by your bed and you didn't want to kind of bring up one of the big candles. I kind of like the idea of those ones, or maybe just kind of like in smaller areas. But I had no idea that they weren't wax melts. I thought that they were, and they're not. So I think that's all of the candles. How insane was that? I have actually bought a few other candles recently, but I'm going to wait until some other ones arrive. I'm a candle crazy person to show you those. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bit of a random one, but I wanted to show you some of the things that I'd got because quite potentially these ones will be burned really, really quickly, and they'll either feature in an empties video or a favourites video. And if you've got questions about any in particular scent, then I can let you know what I think of them. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'm going to film my Birchbox video in a moment. Everything's been kind of a little bit on the back burner recently because I've had so many things on with moving the house around. We've had different furniture and all this stuff, so this channel's kind of been neglected, let's say, but there's going to be another one very, very soon after, which will be the Birchbox video, and then normal service should resume. But yeah, anyway, goodbye for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!